What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Sal, aka Perf, and you already know what's going on. It's the My Humidor tour of what I've got currently. Collected quite a few over the past few months after starting the channel in October. I've just been acquiring certain things, and I believe it's time to organize and see what I got in here. So what better time than to show you guys what I got and what y'all have to look forward to in the future as far as reviews and cigar quickies and maybe some other things happening on. So what I have is a Need One, and this is the second gen, so it has heating and cooling, and it's the 16 liter, which I believe is no longer available, or at least a model they're no longer doing. Holds about 100 cigars. I got mine used, so I believe from Need One they come with a tray and a shelf. I've actually got 2 trays, which has allowed me to fit quite a few. Holds humidity great. I do have a water bucket in there with some Boveda packs, and I believe it just has to do with airflow because I've got 3 layers, I believe, stacked on top. So anyways, Need One, it's been holding out pretty good. It's been treating me good. May look into something else from them, but we'll have to find out. We'll wait and see. But let's cut the chit chat. Let's see what's in the box and see what y'all gotta look forward to. We're gonna go ahead and start with that top shelf. So let's crack this bad boy open. So with the Need One, you do have to open it all the way. And let's take a look at what we've got this top shelf. Right now, I'm reading at 66 degrees Fahrenheit and 65 RH, which is exactly what I want. I still keep 65H Boveda packs in there. We'll throw this guy on top. And let's see what I got in this top tray here. So I'm just gonna wrap it off. I've got the Romeo y Julieta 1875 Reserva Real. Just picked this one up. I haven't had one in a while. Here we've got the Perla de Mar Maduro. This is coming out of the JC Newman factory. The Corojo is a phenomenal cigar. I haven't tried the Maduro, so I picked one of those up recently. We've got our man Boofy. We've got a Room 101 Connecticut. The Payback line. Actually, I might enjoy that in the morning. I'm gonna set that one over here. Let's see. Yeah, buddy. We've got the Cavalier Cigars B2 Visa Jalapa. I believe this is the Robusto size. I've got this one out. I'm gonna set this to the side. I've been meaning to smoke this guy. I'm just gonna keep going down the line. We have a Torano Exodus. This is a 50-year. This was a CI pickup. From time to time, I like hopping in there and just kind of going with things that I've never heard of and trying them out. This was one of them. Exodus 1955 50-year. So we'll see how that guy smokes. I've also got one of these. This is the CAO Cameroon. We'll see how this one stacks up. Still, so far, Definition Cigars. The Noir Cameroon has been solid. I've had the AJ Fernandez. I believe I have a rare pink in here somewhere that was gifted to me. I have an Oil de Monterrey. Is this Roja? Rojo. Red here. I'm going to revisit this one. I believe the counterpart is the Oscuro. Yep, the Oscuro that I have here, which was phenomenal. I got notes of molasses on this guy with that darker wrapper. I'm going to revisit the Rojo. It wasn't my favorite. It was a little bit, I believe, too wet to smoke. I was having some issues, but we'll keep going. Here we have a Definition Equalizer. Can't wait to smoke this guy. Still waiting for a good time for that one. Maybe after a steak. We've got the Los Statos Deluxe. I still got it in the Chinese wrapper here. This is in the Toro size. I had it in the 660. That was a straight chocolate bomb. Grabbed it in the Toro to keep one in there. Solid. We've got the Crux Epicure going on. I purchased this one. This came out. There was a recommendation on my best birthday cigar video where I smoked the Oliva V Milanio, and it was dropped in the comments to try the Crux out. So saw it at my local B&M, picked it up. AJ Fernandez New World Cameroon. Maybe I need to do a Cameroon series next. Dang, I don't know what happened to the wrapper on that. We'll fix that. Another AJ Fernandez. This is the Ramon Ayones. This is not the Cuban. This is the New World Cuban. I've heard great things. Haven't smoked it. Saw it. Picked it up. I believe I got this one off of Tip Top. That shout out to Greg for having some phenomenal sales. We've got a Cohiba Nicaragua. This was recently gifted to me by DJ, so looking forward to that. He also gifted me a Cohiba Riviera Lancero that I can't wait to try as well. Here we have the JC Newman El Baton, and I believe this is in the Bellicoso size. Solid cigar, cheap cigar with lots of flavor. Going down to the next row, so that was kind of level 1 on this. We've got an Ageroom Sonata, which I believe got shat on, but I'm gonna try it anyway, because here on this channel we try anything and everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Here we have the Trinidad Espiritu Series 3, which I'm looking forward to try. I heard the number 2 wasn't all that great. This was also a gift from DJ. Gracias. Before I started the channel, he actually gifted me quite a few, which has somewhat filled this humidor. This is another CI pickup, La Perla Havana. This is the 500 años count. So again, another CI randomly. Never heard of them, saw it, said, hey, let's check them out. Here we have the Black Dahlia, which is part of the STK line, which is Gran Habano. And I believe it's George Rico behind that. Huge fan of the Gran Habano Corojo number 5, so looking forward to trying that. Here we have the Placencia 151, which I believe not a whole lot of people like. This is in the smaller size. In the San Diego, this is only a 5 3/4 by 46, so we'll see how that goes. All right, sorry about that. I had to take care of something. So continuing on, level 2. We've got the Psalm, also gifted to me very beginning by DJ. This is the Rioja. Look forward to trying that. Heard great things about that. Here we have a Caldwell. This is a Caldwell. King is Dead. Haven't smoked any Caldwells. Might need to pull this guy out. All right, going on. Again, these next two are going to be a couple of CI pickups. These are coming from Nica Libre. And this is the collaboration with Oliva in the torpedo size. Don't know the makeup on this, but again, like I mentioned, walk in, just grab something. You never know, you might find a hidden gem. And another Nica Libre. This was with Aganorsa. So, do like the Aganorsa line. I've had the La Valedición Maduro, which was very nice. Here we have a Punch. It is the Punch Rare Corojo, which, if I'm not mistaken, has 0 Corojo in it, which is interesting enough, but we'll check it out. Again, these next two CI pickups. This is the Fratello Oro, which I believe is their Connecticut. Look forward to trying stuff from them. I've kind of seen their name here and there. And then this is also the Fratello, and this is the Classico, or the Classic. So again, new brand to me. Looking to try those guys out, see how they smoke. Here we have a Villiger TAA exclusive of 2024. The only other Villiger I have had is the 1888, which had that nice blue band on it. Not too bad. It wasn't terrible. All right, we're now moving on to the bottom row, the very bottomest row that I have on here, and we'll see what we got. So here we've got the Alec Bradley Kintsugi. This is supposed to be a creamy cigar. Look forward to trying that out. Next up, we have the McAuliffe Red, and this is in the Toro. There you go. Haven't had anything from McAuliffe. Got this from a local B&M. They had the red, black, and blue, I want to say it was. So, who knows? Here, these are going to be unlabeled. You already know who this is. This is Sanj Patel RS88 Connecticut. My top Connecticut so far until something else comes along. And then once again, coming from Sanj, we've got the RS88 Broadleaf. So can't go wrong. They call them the industry killers, and there is a reason for that. So if you haven't tried it, check them out. This was recently gifted to me by DJ. This is the Shamali Pangu, which is recently being reviewed. This is brand new that came out. I believe they have one other stick. I believe it's blue banded, but I look forward to trying this. Definitely new to me, so we'll check it out. Again, here we go, big boofy. We've got the Payback Room 101 in the Nicaraguan Puro, which I believe is rocking a Maduro wrapper. So super stoked on that. I'm gonna put you next to the Connecticut so we can kind of stay a little bit organized here. And here we go. One that everybody's loving or has loved, the knuckle sandwich. This is the 56, and it is my only 56. So I am very hesitant to smoke it, but eventually we will smoke it. And I've got its new little brother, knuckle sandwich 57. I did pick up a few of these. The extras have been gifted. I've actually got two. I've got this one. I've got two. So I got one to smoke and enjoy and one to review, which will be coming your way shortly. And then these next ones these were gifted to me, and I guess you can say the second bombing from the cigar world since starting up my channel, from Martin Trucking, who's got a phenomenal YouTube channel. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. Martin Trucking. The dude's a savage, putting out video after video after video after video. So these are the Smoky Monk of Esteliz. These are modeled after different beers. This is the Smoky Monk of Esteli, the Imperial Stout. We've got the Porter in that guy, if we get the glare going on there. And then we've got the American IPA, which I believe is going to be Connecticut. I have smoked one out of this series. It was actually the Heffenweisen, and it wasn't too bad. Very, 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 very mild smoke. If you're pairing it with the beer, I can see why this line was developed. And the Triple Belgian. So that is the Smoking Monk of Esteli. Again, thank you, Martin. And that concludes tray number 1. Let's see what we got in tray number 2. All right, y'all. So let's move on to tray number 2. That's going to be the bottom row. Again, we're going to open this bad boy all the way up. Hopefully we don't have nothing falling out. We've got something. All right. So tray number 2. Again, I keep the Boveda packs up on the trays. It's still good. All right. So these contain a little bit more of the big boys. On that bottom tray, you can stack a little bit more. But let's see what we're rocking with. Here we have another Sanj Patel. This is the SP 1014 Silver. So we got that guy. We've got another Sanj Patel, and that is going to be his Antra or Antra. Long guy there. If you don't know the story behind the Antra, do yourself a favor, check it out. And pick some up. We have the Definition Cigars Defajero. Saw DJ smoking this. I gotta try it. It's supposed to be their strongest one in the lineup. So I'll make sure to have a good meal before I smoke that one. The Correjon number 5 Maduro. This is the 2014 Maduro from Gran Habano. It's got that little shag of a foot there. Pretty cool. And a big boy size. I believe this is the 770 or 760. Oh, smells good though. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. Here we've got a Metropolitan Host Maduro. So a little bit on the lighter side, still a Maduro wrapper coming out. I still need to try the Ferro Tego line. That's been popping up and pretty popular lately. So looking forward to trying some of their stuff. Here's that Cohiba Riviera and the Lancero, which I gotta try that. This was another CI. This is the La Herencia Cubana. This is the Core, which, if I'm not mistaken, correct me down below, may have some ties to AJ Fernandez. Might have been why I picked it up, to be honest. Here we've got a big boy from CAO. This is the Brasilia. I've had this one for a little bit. I really need to get around smoking this guy. It was actually in my poll to even start the YouTube channel. I didn't know which one I was going to do. The Foundation New Wise Man Maduro actually beat it out. This is the Tatuaje. This is a TAA. This is a 2023. So I haven't smoked anything from Tatuaje. And it's a little bigger guy. But we'll have to check that out. Here, this was a recent, gifted me recently by DJ. It is the Mi Querida. And this one does have a black band, so I'm not sure if it is like a Papasaka. I'm not too well versed in the DTT. All I know is the Umbagog and the Umbagog. That's all I got. So looking forward to trying the Mi Querida on that guy. Here we have probably the only warped cigar that is in my humidor and that I probably would try is the Sarto, which I don't know. I think I read it. People are calling it the Sharto. We'll have to check it out though. But it's the only warped I've picked up, so we'll have to check out to see what warped is all about. And this is just one when you ain't got nothing to do. CAO Flathead 860. Now, if you're wrenching on a car on a rebuild, I can see where this will come into play. But other than that, you better clear your day. So when I'll get around to smoking that guy, who knows? Maybe it'll be on a live. Maybe it'll be on a collab. Who knows what's in store for 2025, y'all. So we'll get it going. We've got an Ashton Symmetry. Looks like it's in a little small guy, Robusto size. Fan of Ashton, fan of the VSG. So haven't tried the Symmetry. Look forward to trying that. Here we have the El Titan de Bronze and the Redemption. I've never smoked anything out of this line. Only thing I know is I think Hugo Smokes put out something recently on these guys. I'm gonna have to try this one. Do a little research and try, huh? Here's that other Cameroon, and this was recently gifted by DJ, was the Rare Pink from Arturo Fuente. I've had a few Fuentes. They're okay. I've had the 858, which I didn't really like. I've had the, is it the Casa Cubas? Some other one that he does, but wasn't sure. Right next to that, we've got the Don Carlos #2, which I am excited to try because this has gotten great reviews. It's gotten good word around, so I'm actually stoked to trying that. Again, this came by way of Tip Top because Greg has those bangers of a sale. That's where I picked up a lot of my stuff, or how I pick up a lot of my stuff, for a fair price. Here we've got the Tabernacle Tapper. My bad, Nick. The Tabernacle Havana Seed 142. This was one of my favorite cigars. The first time I smoked this, I was out in Orlando at the Sand Lake Corona Cigar Company. We were out there just on some business. Me and the wifey stopped in, picked that bad boy up, damn near changed my life on the Connecticut Broadleaf. And here we have the OG regular Black Band Tabernacle, which I am excited. This one came by way of DJ as well. Like I mentioned, he was one of the first to gift me in this world, and he happens to be a stone throw away. So here again, Foundation fanboying out, is the Oxum. Really looking forward to that. This one picked up off Tip Top. Got what you need. These next two, super excited. This is the El Pulpo from Artesanos de Tobacco, and just hearing their story and their focus on quality has me super excited to not only smoke the El Pulpo, but the Viva La Vida. So super stoked to try these guys out. I do know that El Pulpo just came out in the Lancero version, which is supposed to be a little bit sweeter because you're getting a little more of that wrapper. I just need to find them and hunt them down. So super excited at that. Here we have Black Label. It is the Orthodox. I have not had anything for Black Label, and this is the only thing Black Label that I have in my humidor. Orthodox here. Gotta look in the specs of that, see what that's pumping out, and see how it goes. This next one came by way. This was from a King of the Leaf pack, and this one is the Birthright. Also gifted by DJ when King of the Leaf threw this in one of their packs. He was kind enough to go ahead and gift me that. Super excited to try that guy out. Here we've got the good old grand old Camacho in the Ecuador. I know a lot of people don't like Camacho, but I have seen a bunch of people smoking those triple Maduros. I'll have to check out what this Ecuador is all about. The only other Camacho I have had was the Connecticut, and it was just for me. Here's what it is. Here we have the H. Hupman Nicaragua, and this was in collaboration with AJ Fernandez. This is probably why I picked it up. If you can't tell, I like AJ Fernandez. So looking forward to trying that. Moving on to this would be level 3 of this bottom row before we get to the very bottom. We're going to start with this guy here, one that everybody is riding right now. It is the CAO Amazon Basin 2025 release. And I have 3 of these guys. So I've got 3. 1 gifted by Martin. There's that symbol from my unboxing, that 2025. I still got it, brother. We're going to set these next ones off to the side. And 2 I actually picked up and acquired myself here. So we're going to keep those as, we'll put those with the CAOs. Moving on next, we're moving on to, it looks like I got these somewhat organized. We've got an Osgener Bosphorus. And it looks like this one's slightly box pressed. What size is this? 5x52. So we've got the Osgener here. Again, moving on, this would be, I guess it would be crown heads, and this is the La Carême. I always forget the size, but it is the slightly box press size. So I've heard great things about this. I heard it's great as a dessert. We shall see. Another Osgener. This is an Aramis. This is my second Aramis. The first one was actually pretty decent. I found it to be a little bit linear, but it was an enjoyable smoke. And this looks to be in a Toro size, 5.5x55, somewhere around there. So Osgener, and continue on. Looks like we got crown heads. The La Patissiere, or the Baker. This got phenomenal praises on. I'm happy to have it. I haven't smoked it, so looking forward to getting into that one. This one was gifted to me at a local B&M. This is a 4 Kicks LE 2022. I think I had a 4 Kicks. It was actually had a blue band on it, and it was cool. It wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. Staying with the crown heads, I have a Blood Medicine, which I know nothing about, but I got one. We'll get into it, figure it out. Moving on, we've got the Jaime Garcia. Yep, Reserva Especial. You know, little classic go-to there. He's a hitter. Again, moving on with some classics. You can always pick them up and count on them. Is the Perdomo. This is 20th. I believe this is a sun-grown. And I believe this is a box press. I think this is a Toro box press. It's the 20th Epicure sun-grown. Here, my second fave when it comes to spice, we've got the Espinosa Murcielago. And that's just a super, super dope band. I can't wait to get that off. That thing is super dope. And that's in the Gordo. That's in a 6x60. And it's got a slight box press to it. It's actually pretty dope. Yeah, Gordo. Gordo or Gorda? Damn, Gordo. Taking offense. Here we've got the short run of the Blackbird Cigars Grackle. This was in combination with Grego Red Tip Top. This was gifted me by DJ. That was put in a pack. I am super, super excited to try this. According to DJ, it's not for the boys. It's not for the little boys. So we'll definitely get into that. We'll check it out. We are now on the very bottom row of this. This one had 4 layers to it. We're getting through it, y'all. We're almost there. And we've got the Diamond Crown Connecticut. This was in tandem with AJ Fernandez. Super, super excited to smoke this guy. I definitely want to enjoy it. That's why I've been holding on to it, because it is not a cheap Connecticut. So staying with the JC Newman line, we've got the Brick House Maduro. Tried and true. Can't go wrong. Even in the natural was a solid smoke. The Maduro was solid. And then you've got this guy here, which was gifted to me, and this is the Bricktoberfest. So we'll probably save this one to around October of this year and get into it. Don't worry, the neat one takes care of it. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Here we've got the EP Carrillo line, and this is the Pledge, which has that CA rating on it, but we all know you take those with a grain of salt. So EP Carrillo Pledge. I also got the La Historia, which, from what I've heard, and again, smoking cigars is subjective. I like it, you don't, I like it. It's just one of those games. La Historia is the better of the EP Carrillo line. So got one of those. Need to get into those. And then we have the EP Carrillo short run. This is a 2023 short run. Coming in here. All right. This is a Toro size. 6x52 Toro. Seems to be my new size of choice. And here we are. We've got the La Aroma de Cuba. This is the Mi Amor. Love the band work on the Aroma de Cuba stuff. It's just pretty. It's just so pretty. Then we have another La Aroma de Cuba. This is the La Pasión, the Passion. The Passion. Ooh. Kind of gives you goosebumps a little bit. The Passion. And we are down to our last four. Looks like I got a little bit of organization here. We have the Gran Habano. This is the 20th anniversary. This came as a gift from DJ as well. I know I've got Gran Habano somewhere else too, so we're gonna keep this guy here so we can get a little organized. Then we have, again, out of the Gran Habano camp in George Rico, is the El Enemigo. And I don't know the makeup of any of these. I do apologize, but you bet your heard a little about it. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of research and get that for you once we get down and dirty with them. So here is the solid one that I preached about before, the Gran Habano Corojo number 5. If you can find these, pick up a few if you can. Can't tell you where to get them, but they're worth it. I'm down to my last one. And then we've got the big boys. The Gran Habano number 1 Connecticut in a 660. In the fat boy. Cause we like thick. So Gran Habano family, that takes us to the end of tray number 2. So with tray number 2 being empty, that's what I got. Now, I do have a couple of loosies. Let me highlight this. I keep this one separate just because it smells like barnyard smoke fire, and we'll stank it up. It's a Churchill. I need to smoke it because I believe I've had it for a little over a year now. And it is the Pappy Van Winkle in a Churchill. And just pulling it out of this bag, you can smell the barnyardish. But word on the street is that it smokes a hell of a lot better than the way it smells. So that's a Churchill. And then on top of this, these were gifted to me. These, if you don't know, you're gonna know, are the gas station sushis from Sanj Patel. Now I got them in a couple different sizes. I've got the Lonsdale, I've got Toro, Salomon. I don't have any Lanceros, but these were a gift from DJ as well. Apparently there was a gang sent out, and he was kind enough to let me try a few different sizes. And at $5.50 a pop, this would be a great burner no matter what time of the day. Quick grab and go. But I keep those loosey. I've got a Bovita pack in there. We're all good to go. But that's what I got, y'all. That's what we got inside the Need One. Again, they're all nice and safe inside this little guy here. So you've got a lot to look forward to. Got some heaters in there. You know, got a little thing or two. You know, so as we get into it, we'll get a little bit more. So appreciate y'all taking the time to join the Humidor tour, seeing what I got, seeing what y'all got to look forward to. And if you haven't done so, subscribe down below. If there's something in this collection that I don't have that maybe you think is worth a try, shoot it to me in the comments. I'll head down to local B&Ms. I'll check out a couple online shops and see where I can pick them up, and maybe we'll just add them to the Humidor here. And maybe next time y'all see me, we'll have something a little bit bigger. But in the meantime, stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. Also follow on the Instagram, ape.herf on Instagram. There's a whole lot of action going on there as well. Until next time, y'all, stay blessed.